he has honored us as a country by showing him love and supporting the worthy causes which this gallant son of Ghana has undertaken through these charity works. I urge you all to open your wallets, dig deep into your pockets, and together let us honor the legacy of Asamoah. I wish all distinguished personalities gathered here tonight a pleasant and an enjoyable evening. To the man of the moment, Asamoah, I say, Ayiko.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, our good friends and loved ones. So many people who have achieved and done massive things for which we celebrate them, and I'm going to do my best to ensure that we have them duly recognized. But right now, shall we all put our hands together and rise as we welcome here the Chief of Staff of the Republic of Ghana, Honorable Frema Osei Opare. Please put your hands together. I'm up for one play. Yeah, bro.
Ghana be ye, Ghana be nye nija ifiyana. Ghana be nya huta, every menewo o my papa. Ejumadini ensiyo, yebe jina manukura no de nyina. Yebe ye ya, o my Ghana be tu owo. Ghana be ye, Ghana be nye nija ifiyana. Ghana be nya huta, every menewo o my papa. Ejumadini ensiyo, yebe jina manukura no de nyina.
Thank you very much, DJ Andy Dusty. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, keeping us company on the turntables will be the multiple award-winning DJ Andy Dusty of Hits 103.9 FM. Please show him some love. And of course, on the bandstand will be some gentlemen who have been put together by this fine legend that we're celebrating today. They are known as the Asa Band, and I'm sure they've given you a little bit of what they'll be doing later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll begin with the top table before we go to our next address this evening. It's my pleasure to duly acknowledge the presence of a former boss of mine who has media and entrepreneurship as well as many other parts to him. He currently serves Ghana as the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. Please help me acknowledge the presence of Dr. Ibrahim Awal. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency George Weah, who is a wonderful friend of Asamoah, could not be here for us he could not be here with us for very similarly important reasons. But of course, he has delegated His Excellency Ambassador Maxwell Sir Kamaya. Please put your hands together. I look at him with great pride, ladies and gentlemen, and it's for the simple reason that he is a trained journalist. But he's gone beyond that to do several wonderful things. And he's a product of the University of Liverpool, but we decided to pull him here to Ghana to serve. He is currently the president of WAFU Zone B and also the president of the Ghana FA. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kurt Edwin Simeon Okreku. One of the most successful entrepreneurs in Ghana, a man who provides a lot of content for media on the side as a passion, and a man who challenges the youth of today to work hard and achieve it and do it big as well. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Maverick, Honorable Kennedy Ejapong. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're celebrating some of the biggest record makers in different fields. I'd like to look across to my right and to your left and celebrate somebody whose processes and systems helped in the discovery of Asamoah whom we're celebrating tonight. the longest-serving sports minister of the Republic of Ghana and former member of parliament for Ningo Pram Pram. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior citizen, Honorable E.T. Mensah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the greats are here. The greats who graced the football pitch and set the examples and gave all of that inspiration to Asamoah to do the wonderful things that he has done so far are also here. One of the most decorated footballers on the African continent, who in recent times has been identified greatly and celebrated for his exploits on Supersport as a pundit, is here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, former Ghana and Bayern Munich defender, who's won all the possible laurels you could think about, Sammy Osei Kufuor. He sits on a table with a fine gentleman who won it at the under-17 level and won Ghana's first bronze medal at the Olympic Games. Ladies and gentlemen, Augustine Ahimfo. And seated next to him is another fine gentleman who several generations down the line also decided to wear the number 9 jersey, featured in Ghana's very first appearance at the FIFA World Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Boateng. And of course, Derek Boateng as well is working with the Right to Dream Academy as one of their senior-most scouts. We will go along, we will do some more acknowledgements, and we will pay massive respects to you who have made Ghana a wonderful place to be and a bright place where we could tell big stories to the rest of the world. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome here to the stage a lady who had the foresight and had the vision to collaborate with the Asamoah Foundation to ensure that tonight came together and became possible. Please help me with massive warmth, love, and applause to welcome up here the CEO of Gyan'S Media, Stella Kekeli Atakra. Please put your hands together.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. All protocol observed. It is with utmost gratitude that I stand before you tonight. The journey leading here was neither short nor easy, but it has been worth every iota of the toil. We are privileged to have such distinguished men and women here to grace the occasion of the launch of the autobiography of one of Ghana's finest and most illustrious sons. We at Gyan'S Media Group are privileged to be the organizers for this momentous event. It is a celebration of Asamoah, his beginnings, rise to fame, and everything in between. The book details the life of Ghana's all-time goal scorer, narrating his birth to his current exploit in football, boxing, and many other enterprises. The creme de la creme of the continent have gathered here tonight to celebrate a living legend. We consider your presence a great homage paid to Asamoah, his contribution to football and beyond, in Ghana, Africa, and the world. On behalf of all of us, Asamoah Foundation and Gyan'S Media Group, I say Akwaba. I say Akwaba. I say Akwaba, and I say Akwaba. Tonight is written in the history book for generations to remember that Ghana honors her heroes and heroes. Thank you, and have a pleasant good evening.
You've been gone, it's an empty home.
Thank you very much, Kekeli. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, shall we do another big round of applause for the CEO of Gyan'S Media? Well, there was someone called the Darling Boy back in the time, and he scored some of the most important goals at some of the most crucial moments for Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, a winner at the under-17 level when it comes to the whole world. I'm talking about somebody who one time was described as the most valuable player, the most valuable juvenile player in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Addo. I'll go to another table here, which is packed with achievers and greats. He is credited for being the very first captain to have qualified the Black Stars for the FIFA World Cup, the place where Asamoah has ensured that his footprints are left for eternity by becoming the topmost African scorer at the World Cup. Well, this man is described as the inspirational captain. He's a style icon, and he brings joy to so many of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tornado, the El Capitano, Stephen Apea. Ladies and gentlemen, he has company of people who are also history makers. He has 3 different mixes within his blood. He's got a bit of Nigeria, he's got a bit of Togo, and most importantly, he's got majority of Ghana within him. He's a towering figure on the football pitch, nimble-footed, and somebody who plays exciting football. He captained Togo to the FIFA World Cup and is doing a lot in terms of giving back to society through his foundation. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Sheyi Emmanuel Adebayo. Sheyi Adebayo is a wonderful dancer as well. And later on tonight, when we decide to tap our fingers and move our bodies to the beat, we may just get him to do a thing or two here on the stage. We love you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 fine gentlemen who are still celebrating a feat that was won by young men that they mentored. They also went into the world on the world stage and defeated the defending champions. It was a great African story at that time. And this was all the way in the year 2002. We do remember their names by the snap of the finger because they did it, and they did it so well. Some of the most achieved and most decorated footballers on the African continent. Ladies and gentlemen, El Hadj Diouf. And of course, he is a former CAF African Footballer of the Year. Shall we show some more love, ladies and gentlemen? Well, Stephen Apea rocked the number 10 jersey with so much swag. And of course, seated across from him is another fine gentleman who several years on is still looking very good and has a smooth bald like mine. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we celebrate Kalilu Fadiga. Well, His Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, also sent a high-powered delegation to represent him here. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of a fine lawyer and spokesperson for the ex-president, Joyce Boa Mokhtari. She's the daughter of our departed former president, a man of great history. She is also towing a line that probably could see her do even greater things. Member of Parliament for the constituency where this plush hotel is situated. Ladies and gentlemen, before that, she had a first love, and that was medicine. Honorable Dr. Zaneto Rawlings. He also serves as a member of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen. And I like to identify one of his most important credentials up to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a former Minister for Youth and Sports. Please put your hands together for Honorable Mahama Ayariga. It's a beautiful, wonderful, and packed evening. And as we go along, I'll be telling you some more tales about excellence on the African continent. Well, he is a giant in real estate. And one of his biggest and finest addresses that he has created through creativity and foresight is hosting some of our great legends who have traveled all the way to be here for this event. A seasoned and mostly acclaimed and respected entrepreneur from here in Ghana who has his wings scattered all over the Americas and Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, Freedom Jacob Caesar. I'm sure that most of you, just like myself, are very, very proud of this evening. that we are amongst thousands of people who are looking forward to flipping the first few pages of this wonderful book that we're about to outdoor. Representing the publisher, ladies and gentlemen, is a lawyer and the head researcher who will be bringing us a message of goodwill from Darwin Publishers. Shall we put our hands together for Leonie Leo Mensah?
His Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I make this speech on behalf of Mr. Kelvin Kindawi, who is the CEO of Kindawi Publishing. It is my singular honor and privilege to deliver this short speech on behalf of Kindawi Publishing Company, the publishers of Legendary, the Autobiography of Asamoah. I'd like to commend my team members who have worked tirelessly and faithfully to ensure that this project was successfully completed. Cheers to you all. 4 years ago, we began this incredible journey of writing a book to honor and preserve the legacy of Ghana's sporting heroes, Asamoah. It has been a fruitful and eventful journey filled with many ups and downs. As a dynamic publishing company poised to become the leading developer, publisher, and provider of globally competitive marketing resources and solutions for its clientele, we consider it our greatest privilege to be the publisher of this historic book. The publication of this book falls in line with Kindawi Publishing Company's mission to document the history of prominent people across the globe by writing memoirs, autobiographies, and other literary works under our writing project dubbed the 100 Writers Project. This book is a critical landmark in the history of Ghana and African football, a reference point for the past, present, and future generations. It is set to captivate the minds and the hearts of readers, taking them on an adventurous ride into the mind of the legend Asamoah. This book is a frank and honest conversation with Asamoah, where he bares his soul yet seeks no sympathy from readers. Apologies. It is a book filled with lessons which will be relevant for many generations to come. However, we wish to present this caveat. Asamoah has lived an intriguing life filled with many rich experiences. It is not possible that all these wonderful experiences will find place in this book. So forgive us if some of your questions about the legend are not answered, or you do not find your favorite story about him in the book. Asamoah is still going strong, making more and wonderful, extraordinary memories, and we firmly believe many more books will emerge from the legend which will answer all lingering questions in the mind of the reader. Once again, we thank you for coming, and we wish you an enjoyable evening. Thank you.
Zaya me hwe ne bo me waji de we oye no ho sa me bebi ba ya sa anka me pɛ no pa.
One more time. And you know, later on, we'll be seeing him here on the stage. Later on, we'll be seeing that golden moment where this book will be outdoored to the rest of the world through you and I, the most important of his family. Isn't this wonderful? Let's do one more big round of applause for ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, he's blazed the trail of achievements for the younger generations who have gone ahead to do great things. He is adored in different parts of the world for his achievements, and what he's done, most of which are seen to be things that are impossible. The legendary Kwabena Yeboah, who is the current president of the Sports Writers Association of Ghana, says that this man never had a bad day at the office. 3-time African Footballer of the Year, the man who brought value to the number 10 jersey in our era, and the man who has one of Ghana's 4 AFCON titles to his credit, and the man whose loins have produced the man who is currently the captain of the Black Stars. Please help me salute the one and only maestro of football, Abedi Ayew Pele. Hello? You have to say hi like you are excited for Asamoah Jan. Hello? So there's a table of fine gentlemen I'll be introducing to you as we go along. But you know, we kept hearing chants of Maestro, Maestro. And for a moment, I wanted to go check my passport and see what name is in it. Because you know what? Changing your name to Maestro could bring you a lot of value, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it one more time for the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, seated not too far away from the legend are 2 diplomats who have distinguished themselves in terms of relating to our country. Well, the legend played his football in these 2 nations. Please help me with a round of applause to acknowledge the presence of the indefatigable French ambassador to Ghana, Her Excellency Anne-Sophie Ave. And I need to also add that she is a great friend of the arts and entertainment industry. Together with the CEO of the EIB network, who's also seated here, they pulled off a wonderful concert called Accra in Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me acknowledge Nathaniel Kwabena Anoche Adesi Bolare. And of course, before our next address as well, I would like to duly pay my respects to the current Italian ambassador to Ghana, Her Excellency Daniela Dolandi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he led a strong team of administrators and friends who loved the game to ensure that Ghana secured a 4th qualification to the next FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Well, we would like to pray for him, because if it goes well, it goes well for all of us of Ghanaian blood and of interest. Ladies and gentlemen, with warm applause, please help me welcome the president of WAFU Zone B and the president of the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Kurt Edwin Simeon Okreku, for his goodwill message.
Chairman of this special occasion, Dr. Ernest Oforisapon, our mom, the Chief of Staff of the Republic, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Dr. Ibrahim Awal, the legendary Honorable Kennedy Japan. I'm sure today he understands why I'm calling him a legend. My brother from the Republic of Liberia, my own dad, the former Minister of Youth and Sports, Honorable Enoch Mensah, my own Deputy Sports Minister, our legends here in Guarded, led by the one and only Maestro, and most importantly, the man who has ensured that today we all have an opportunity to be part of this historic event, the legendary Baby Jet. Thank you. Honorable ministers, chiefs, elders, my media colleagues, hello, Ghana. I am extremely humbled to be here today because today looks like our birthday. I am humbled because one special person has given me an opportunity to be part of this special day in the history of the Ghanaian sport. And this special person has ensured that at all times he is special. The man who has brought us here today, first best on the Ghanaian football scene way back in 2003. And I remember seeing him in the strips of Dansoma-based Liberty Professionals in so many games. The man who has brought us here today rose through the ranks and became Ghana's all-time top scorer, Africa's all-time at the Mundial, became the captain of Ghana, and Baby Jet became the general captain also of Ghana. This man is uniquely unique because he is not only a successful footballer, he doesn't only belong to the class called legends, he is a successful entrepreneur, he is a philanthropist, he helps not thousands, but millions of people, not only in Ghana, but across our borders. This same man has invested heavily in professional boxing or in boxing. So when I say this man is uniquely unique, this is exactly what I mean. And because he's uniquely unique, he's been able to assemble the best of Ghana to be here to witness this special day. Again, the very first one, as long as I remember. From the Football Association of Ghana, which you belong, Asamoah, I want to use this opportunity to say thank you for the love you've brought to Ghana, for your service to our country, and for the pride and value you have brought and continue to bring to our country. There is one thing that I've always said, there's one message that I've always given to our national footballers, and this has been summed up in this. As national team players, our responsibility is to ensure that our country is defended at all times and ensure that at all times we make our country great and strong. And at all times, the Baby Jet has sacrificed everything that he has to ensure that our country, our blessed country, is great and strong. Asamoah, the Football Association, which you belong to, appreciates your years of sacrifice, not only to us, but to everybody in the football ecosystem. You brought life and hope to people who would not normally have life and hope. Anytime you've scored and you have danced, you gave life and hope to kids and adults alike, me inclusive. Anytime you've had the opportunity to sing, you've brought hope and you have entertained people. I'm sure we all remember the very famous one. Shall I say it? African Girls, they be. That song brought hope, healed wounds, and entertained millions in this country. And this is the special person we are speaking about today. And he is the reason why we are gathered to celebrate one of his firsts again. Today, we will learn what it takes to be a legend. And today, we will also learn how to keep the status of a legend. How would we learn? We will learn this from the book. And it is the singular reason why everybody here and beyond must, after this ceremony, ensure that you have a copy of the book. To be a legend is not easy. To keep the legendary status is even more difficult. But this is what the Baby Jet has demonstrated over the years. Can we clap for him, please? Baby Jet, like I said, also took Ghana to the Olympic Games in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. He also represented Ghana at 7 AFCON tournaments. And he also ensured that we placed second on 2 occasions. Again, can we give it to him, please? I remember I had an encounter with Baby Jet. And I remember saying to him that, Charlie, you're not going to leave now. I thought he was going to say, oh, that's it, it's gone. But what he said to me is that, Ubana. He said, Ubana. What that means is that you would see. For me, that was very, very positive. What I took from that conversation is that he's not going to leave football. Because it is important for all of us in football to ensure that the topmost products of our sport stay in football. And I hope that beyond the launch of this book, beyond the promotion of this book, our Baby Jets will give us a new career path in the sport, because we are not going to let you go. On behalf of your own football association, we wish you well. We are excited about today because you have always shown that for a better tomorrow, you need to give up your best. And this is what you have shown and continue to show. Asamoah, thank you for all the years of sacrifices. Thank you for your promise to continue to serve Mother Ghana in various platforms, in varied ways. Thank you for your continuous investment in association football. May the Almighty God bless you. African Girls, baby.
Asamoah, Baby Jet. Linda, Barbara, Monica, Jessica, Pamela, Sarah, Gift in a diner. Mujina, come on, Bujo go out. Asamoah, Bujo go out.
distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Africa's top-notch comedians of our time. He has raised the root of a stupefied industry to being one of the most important comic personalities in the industry. Please give it up for Lexi the Comic.
Please don't clap according to my height. Please clap again. Wonderful. I'm happy to be here. Mr. Asamoah, thank you for putting comedians on this platform to perform to all these legends. Personally, I feel Asamoah deserves a statue. How many of you agree? Asamoah, those who invited, watch them. Those who agree, watch them. I think you deserve a statue. But my only fear is if we give Asamoah a statue, we will one day find a statue dancing. It's crazy. but I find some journalists here. Do we have Songo here? Songo didn't come. Oh, wow. Have you realized he has issues with every GFA president? Nothing pleases him. Recently, I was watching him. Fire burn every football people get the kreku unti say pass levy fire burn. How did Keto Kreku allow? I can imagine Songo because the way he blames everything on his wife. I can imagine Songo in the house and the wife prepares food and it becomes so salty. Wow. Only football people ni ina moye pe Kedo Kreku na smile se to mention fire burn you in a It's crazy. But I love football. I love football. 2010, Africa had the chance to host the World Cup. And one of our own, Kwabena Yeboah, was a commentator there. And at some point, Ghana was playing, because he was very conversant with the names. And Asamoah, he started the commentary. The day are you plays for Lyon. Gives the ball to Asamoah, Sunderland. Gives the ball back to the day gives it to Liadi. Liadi plays for Chelsea. And everybody was like, in Brekum. It's crazy. But I'm told one legend is also here. Alhaji Diop, legend. Yeah. You took a while to come to Ghana. You were not coming, so we created our own Diofo. He's called Dada Don. And he's still 23 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love football. Footballers. One time I saw Sule Muntari going on the pitch, and he did this. I'm saying, Cremonidia, a crucifixion sign. I don't have much time here, so I see some great personalities here. Is Kennedy, Honorable Kennedy Japan here, please? Please give me a wave, Honorable. Daddy, I dey feel you pass. Like, you know they fear anybody. Oh. But one problem I have is, Daddy, in your government, comedians are not getting jokes. Like, it's like Nanadu was taking the government so personal, like his father's like, Daddy, it's not easy. Oh. Those days we were getting jokes. Meet the press. You ask Nana, simple question, the president. Mr. President, please, how are you fighting Galamsey in your government? Thank you for the question. The manipulation of the GDP into the evacuation, which are bombolizing into the evaporation. Then he said, have I answered your question? You see journalist. You ask journalist, what did the Kufuor do? They say, Charlie, they might be deep. But under our former president, Mahama, oh, it was great. He was giving us content, a lot. You ask him simple question. Mr. President Mahama, please, how are you fighting Galamsey? Say, thank you for the question. Now, can I see your hands in the air? When I say galamsey, say no ababa say. Galamsey. Galamsey. The third one I do. But it was better too under Uncle Atta, the late Uncle Atta. Uncle Atta, please, how are you fighting galamsey in your government? Thank you for the question. I will be a question. What friend then? What friend Napoleon Article 2? Etehefa, Meti East Lagos. Oda nechi what to galamsey or ha? There be any the Wufia Sam. That was one. But it was great. It was great, and President Kufuor, he never answered any question, and nobody could question him because he was a slow talker. 2 hours press conference, he would take that to read his speech. You can't do anything. Mr. President Kufuor, please, how are you fighting galamsey? Thank you for the question. Ghana, we are fighting galamsey. After 3 hours, let me summarize. But I love Papa J. I love Papa J. You know, Papa J can never answer any question without bringing the days of revolution. When he was fighting for the economy, the country. Papa J, please, how are you fighting galamsey?
Thank you for the question. In the days of the revolution, when I was fighting corruption, that was when I met my wife. Nana kunedu tuntum sayo makuma bombi boom 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 boom. Obisi obifu diapa ni piano na Ghana there. Obifu diapa ni kite diani ye jina ho. Now you're the one too.
Have I answered your question? Who are you to say, Papa J? You've not answered. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Baby, you know where for Louis. Asamoah Gyan, yeah, any part. Anything you know, maybe penance 100%. If you say, or you strike about could be a Ghana for Ayana, yeah, you be so babium. Or you may be what you are Ghana for. You will be a real MC or a strong con Eddie May. Or well, a monk.
Ah, hilarious, wasn't it? So, what kind of compliment do we give to very good comedians? Lexi the comic, you're such a big fool. Ladies and gentlemen, please show some love to Lexi the comic. And of course, we're looking forward to seeing him do great things on stages across the world. I'd like to duly acknowledge the presence of the ambassador of one of the nations where our fine legend played his football. Her Excellency Özlem Ergun Uluren, the Turkish ambassador to Ghana, is here with us. Please put your hands together. A respected and seasoned entrepreneur who previously served as president of the AGI, he's here with his lovely wife, who previously served Ghana as Minister for Tourism. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Dr. Oting Jesse and his wife Barbara, please put your hands together. Of course, tonight's event is one which tells you that Asamoah Gyan has managed to bring all facets of society together. Traditional authority is not left out, and that's the reason why I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Tetete Ninote Owo. Thank you very much, sir, for honoring with your royal presence. Shall we put our hands together for him? Tonight is going well so far, especially after that wonderful round of, stories from our dear nation, Ghana, told us by Lexi the comic. It is just because we had a very soulful prayer to start off all of this. And at this time, I'd like to say a very big thank you once again to Reverend Cyril Crabb. Please put your hands together for him. He's a road safety ambassador as well, and the president of Accident Victims Support. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be listening to a great goodwill message from Liberia. Ghana and Liberia are like siblings who live in the same home. Our stories from history cannot be told in one evening, especially one such as this. But obviously, the president of the nation, who is the very first footballer to have become a president of a nation anywhere in the world, is glad, just like you and I, that tonight came through. He has duly delegated His Excellency D. Maxwell Sir Kemaya, who is the Foreign Affairs and Dean of the Cabinet of Liberia, to represent him here. Shall we welcome him for his message of goodwill? And please put your hands together as we pay him respects and welcome him to the stage.
Mr. Asamoah, the honorary, the chairman of this event, other members of the organizing team, officials of the government of Ghana, our dear legends here present tonight, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the Fourth Estate. We stand here in representation of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, President of the Republic of Liberia, who is one of you, the legends, who could not be here tonight as he so desired, but designated me as the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Liberia and Dean of the Cabinet to do his representation. I will simply just read a personal communication from His Excellency President Weah to his dear friend and brother, Mr. Asamoah. And it reads, Mr. Asamoah, honorary and former captain of the national soccer team of Ghana, Black Stars, Accra, Ghana. My dear brother, I present my compliments and acknowledge receipt of your invitation extended me to grace the Asamoah Memoir Launch and Life Celebration in Accra, Ghana on Saturday, April 30th, 2022, for which I thank you. You are an accomplished soccer player who has carved your name in the treasured archives of the history of soccer in your beloved country, the Republic of Ghana, in particular, and in Africa and the world in general. You are indeed worthy of celebration, as you have earned your crown through demonstrated patriotism, dedication, skills, hard work, and discipline in your chosen career. Your capability in leading the Ghana Black Stars as captain to the highest pinnacle of the global game is revered and respected. My brother Asamoah, you have proven to be patriotic and committed to national duty to the highest level and deserve to be honored and celebrated. I would have loved to personally grace this occasion by honoring your kind invitation. However, due to very pressing national engagements, I regret that I am unable to do so. Nevertheless, in the spirit of fraternal solidarity, I have designated my Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador D. Maxwell Sarkemaya Sr., to represent me at the event. Please accept my personal congratulations. Kind regards, sincerely, George Mane Weah. Mr. Asamoah Gyan'S, our distinguished honoree, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Can I please ask Mr. Gyan'S to just come so I turn over this communication? Thank you.
Chabiana maniate, Chabinti maniate rough, Venumbia Mama Humeka, Michabiana maniate, Chabinti maniate rough, Venumbia Mama Humeka, Michabiana maniate, Chabinti maniate rough, Venumbia Mama Humeka, Mekanti my fine. I don't go for me go.
Mofra won di enfiedu watch. E wo drinking sport bie.
Make it big in the industry. A talented singer, songwriter, and producer signed on to Success Music some time ago, owned by BET Award winner Sarkodie. He has produced and co-wrote BET Award winner Sarkodie's fourth album, Mary. Tonight, performing his Smash Hit Obia featuring Sinner Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Aquabua Jr.
Namenti odasino enamusu namenti odasi nasafi enese ekikibia afeina woko odwe kwaya aji wona yamfenu kwarewo samafu akachiremio na memfa uche nenyese ejayo Teacher, me don't say if you only found swallow she a good ya, and yeah, she cora. I will let it to every door and say, if you really bow, and you go, yeah, it is what we let me go so back. I say, so here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, young pearl. I sing a soul. Although you say I know for me, what do you say? Oh, mommy, although you say I know for me, it's one of the money different. One of the money different.
He is the man who stepped up and took that mantle of captaining the Black Stars to the 1992 final of the Africa Cup of Nations. Well, we were not successful there, but years on, he's written a wonderful personal success story that everybody can share in. As we speak, he has been totally in charge of running a minimum of 2 FIFA World Cup finals. And he is... Well, from the arts and entertainment industry as well, I'd like to pay my respects to one of the finest actors we have in town. Please put your hands together for Peter Ritchie. Well, she has one of the finest establishments when it comes to, you know, the culinary industry here in Ghana after several years of consistency as an actress. Ladies and gentlemen, I love to call her Miss Lawson. Put your hands together for Ruthie Lawson. Well, a lot more to come this evening as we wait to welcome the arrival of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Well, there's something amazing and interesting that we all need to see right here on these screens. It captures the stories.
And he hits the bar!
We're disappointed as Africans. I'm not even going to be interested in the World Cup.
We apologize for Africa.
Asamoah, what's happening tonight?
There's only one Asamoah.
Multi-talented superstar. Asamoah is phenomenal. I would say wow. Exceptional.
Talented.
Legend.
But who is a legend?
I feel honored to represent Ghana. You know, it's been every footballer's dream to play for the national team. I count myself one of the luckiest players to ever play in the national team.
After watching his first match, you could really see that he's a talent, technically very skilled, very flexible.
First day that I met him, the attention wasn't too much. And I asked Slide, who is this guy? The second time I met him was in a Blasters camp, 2003. We beat Somalia 5-0 in Accra Sports Stadium. He scored and he tried to somersault. So I told him, you break your neck if you don't stop all this rubbish.
As Africa's all-time leading scorer in FIFA World Cup history,
He's the top goal scorer. He's there.
Asamoah's journey has been a story of hard work, focus and perseverance. This is the story behind the headlines. My story isn't a new one. It's of that young boy with a dream, which he pursues until he gets good at it. The end result is success. Asamoah was born in the heart of Accra to Mr. and Mrs. Jan on 22nd November 1985. By the age of 8, this Winchy boy would develop an undeniable love for the game, following in the footsteps of his older brother, Bafo Jan. After school hours, it was an uncommon sight to see Jan participating in little league games in the neighborhood.
I remember our mother was very strict on us. She told us without education, how can we read our contracts? And if you can't read, you'll be cheated. When I went to school, I saw a couple of friends that I was playing outside with who were in the school
doing very, very well. So I decided not to play my first year. So the headmistress came, to force me, and I won a cup for the school. I was the top scorer in the intercolleges in 2001. I remember I had an interview with ACB. By then I was in the national team, and he asked me, whom do I think will replace me if I'm out from the national team? And I told him my brother. By then he was in school. So he was shocked to hear my brother's name. Who is that boy?
He was young, but he was already matured in football aspect. He could read the game easily. He has pace. He was determined to be a great footballer, as he has done.
He came across as a very determined, strong, and very purposeful striker. You could sense, watching him, that he was so consumed with scoring. He wanted to hit the post. So I was impressed with his strength, with his focus and determination.
As a Ghanaian, I was overjoyed to be in the stands. I was sitting next to Bafo-Gyan in our opening game, Ghana, Czech Republic. Remember during that time, Bafo-Gyan was playing for Praha in the Czech League. When they realized there was a certain Gyan who is linked to Bafo, they were amazed. And lo and behold, Asamoah Gyan did exactly what was expected of him.
And I was president, so naturally, I believe the event radiated so positively on the government and on our nation. So I was very, very proud.
For me, clicking together with him when he joined the first team was just amazing, because I could close my eyes and put ball anywhere I want. I know that he's there.
Following his missed opportunity to sign with Manchester United during his injury in the 2008 African Nations Cup, Gyan would forever mark this period of his life as his biggest regret with the national team.
He came to our room and he said, "Guys, I'm leaving." And then we said, "What?" When we got there, and he was packing his bag, and me and Mike stood there. I'm like, "Asa, what do you mean?" So, "Oh, Kofi, so quiet. I know we catch it. It means one person over." So I know we catch a room now. My APS and we catch say, "Oh, Asa, menko." So don't tell us go. Why didn't you go?
2010, when we went to South Africa, the whole mindset was how can we try and go further than what we've done before. And with him, we knew that automatically he would try and get some goals for us.
I would say 2010 was my best year in my whole career. I scored a couple of goals in my club. So going to the World Cup, the confidence level was high. Physically, I was good. Mentally, I was okay. I always tell my people, I'm already God-gifted. I feel like I'm a complete player. So I went there and then I was able to do what I had to do.
Later in the 2010 World Cup, Asamoah's fatal penalty miss against Uruguay would have seen Ghana advance to the semi-finals.
I'm sure that's one incident he would not like to remember ever. But, I told them at the time, we sent a message and said, they shouldn't really worry. They should keep their spirits up. Sometimes some of the best players, miss a kick like that, and there's nothing you can do about it.
His recovery during the second penalty would have Sunderland calling at his door.
Put us very much on the map of world football. His exploits in the 2006 World Cup, which was the first time he appeared on the world stage, immediately brought us to the attention of the world.
By the end of his 2010 World Cup appearance, there was no way to mention each goal he scored without associating it with his famous victory dance.
The Black Stars are celebrating an equaliser.
He has a lot of dances. He creates them by himself. All the time when we go to camp, he comes in with different type of dance and everything and all the time. So he makes fun of me. I look at him like that and I just laugh. Because I don't dance, I dance in the shower.
In the summer of 2010, Gyan would share his love for music and entertainment with Ghanaians by recording and releasing a hip life song with bosom friend Castro the Destroyer, where he features under the alias Baby Jet. Months later, the duo will perform another song, Do the Dance.
When we did the African Girls, there was a part where we were singing Dance with Your Back On and On. And then people started saying your back on, and those things. You could hear a phrase where he was singing, "Ebi say chon 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 don."
Back on and on, dance with your back on and on.
So he was trying to explain it to a lot of people.
2014 will be an incredible year for Gyan. He would be named captain of the Black Stars, and in that same year, he would equalize for Ghana during the Group G match against Portugal in the 2014 FIFA World Cup and set the record for most World Cup goals by an African player.
He can score from everywhere, from shooting, from heading. Most of the strikers have 2-3 qualities. You have almost all the package. I think all the package.
When I was given the captaincy, the first question was I asked the coach whether he's spoken to the senior players who were ahead of me, and the confirmation came that they have already accepted it, so I had to accept it that way. Serving my country is an honor.
He's a natural captain. He's a very, very natural leader. And leadership wouldn't be leadership if it weren't for challenges. And so far he's done well. His name, I believe, is household in the football world.
Later that year, former President Kufuor will declare Gyan as a legend during the unveiling of his Asa band.
He performed so well, and he still performs, incidentally, with such distinction that he's the type historians write about. That's why I use the word legend for him. Truly, I think he deserves the title, legend.
Gyan was at the point where he knew he had achieved a lot, and he had the honors to prove it.
The fact that a country that has produced outstanding goal scorer, and I think all of us are satisfied that he's been a truly iconic figure in Ghanaian football.
For many years, the Asamoah Gyan was the Black Stars, and the Black Stars was Asamoah Gyan.
For me, I think I've won many awards, but I think the most prestigious one is the one I'm having right here. It's the BBC African Football of the Year, 2010. There were a lot of great footballers who were also nominated, and this one was voted by the fans, the whole of Africa, and then I won it, so I feel so honored, like people appreciated what I did in 2010.
In sports, Asamoah Gyan has excelled both on and off the field. He would involve himself in boxing promotion and go on to manage Ghanaian boxer Emmanuel Tego in 2018.
I'm happy for Asamoah Gyan for all that he's doing. He loves boxing, so he always come watching boxing, and he started managing boxers.
In 2020, Asamoah Gyan will take up the game of tennis partly as a way to keep fit and busy, and he will excel at it.
Before, I didn't know anything about tennis, although I was watching it a couple of times on television. I decided to start following it because I developed some likeness in the sport. Although I had passion for boxing, and even the boxing, sometimes I do sparring and everything, but comparing the two, I felt like I could do better. I'm not even dreaming to be a professional tennis player, but I've improved a lot within these years.
His love for giving and sense of responsibility for those in need and an appreciation for the humble beginning have been his motivating factors for giving back to society.
I think that he is a shining example to the youth in terms of the contributions that he made to the national team, in terms of his role as a captain and as a member of the team. All in all, Asamoah Gyan stood out as a true gentleman, worthy of emulation.
For almost 2 decades, Asamoah Gyan has consistently proven himself to be one of Africa's greatest, and this can't be disputed.
I think he's gone over the apex or the top. He's retiring so gracefully and with still the image of legend about him. He's got many fans supporting him and showing leadership to inspire the youth who might want to emulate him.
I can only say good luck for the future. Welcome to the club. Keep being yourself. Stay humble. Stay on the right track. Make good friends, and of course, keep believing in what you're doing and keep believing in yourself.
he put on himself to shave to compensate for his ordinary shoes. And she said, honey, take me dancing, but I would end up by sleeping in a doorway. But it won't take us in the light under the Broadway. When it's well, I can say, as if everybody knows what I was talking about. Everybody knows exactly what I was talking about. I'm talking about diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Yeah. It is what people say I'm crazy. I got diamonds on the soles of my shoes. Yeah, that's one with blue shoes, the walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na-na-na, 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 ta-na-na-na-na. Is there somebody who would like to turn? Yes, I. Yeah. We're down on Brazilian coffee being sold by the billion, so they had to handle this right out to be. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. You did a girl not later, find out she smells like a perfume later. Her perfume was made right on the wheel. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. No tea, no tomato juice. You see, no potato juice. All the finest in Brazil say, hey, hey. You did a girl not later, find out she smells like a perfume later. Her perfume was made right on the wheel. They've got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. Yeah! A whole lot of coffee in Brazil. That's right, that's right, that's right. They got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. No tea, no tomato juice. You see, no potato juice. All the finals in Brazil say, hey, hey. A politician's daughter was accused of drinking water and was found on BT root and $1. You got an awful lot of coffee in Brazil. Wow!
Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, please show some love to the Asa Band. No, I expected a strong round of applause, especially considering that this man founded them. You know, maybe you should get on his social media handles and see some of the, the rehearsal sessions. It's just wonderful. Just wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, more to do this evening. But right now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome here to the stage a young man who's practicing journalism and taking Ghana's image to a different level. Well, on a regular day, he earns his monthly pay grade from the multimedia group where my umbilical cord is tied. But more to this, he's done some very big groundbreaking interviews, including that with the current FIFA president, Gianni Infantino. Ladies and gentlemen, just like our chairperson, he's a fine product of Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, and most importantly, he's made regular appearances on CNN, Al Jazeera, and of course, Premier League TV. With a big round of applause, please help me welcome Gary Al Smith, who today is also...
Asamoah, aka Baby Jet. I want to congratulate the Black Stars for qualifying Ghana to the World Cup. You earned it in a hard way, beating Nigeria in their home turf, qualifying Ghana. Everybody is happy. You are supporting the Black Stars. Be determined, give everything for Ghana, play with your heart, and then we'll be here to support you. Watch the World Cup 2022 on Hisense TV for great picture quality and good sound.
Hisense, official sponsor, FIFA Qatar 22 World Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hand you over to Gary Al Smith as he digs into the mind of this great man. Gary.
Make them continue. Thank you very much for joining us on this auspicious evening, this historic evening, this seminal evening in Ghanaian history. It is not a seminal evening in Ghanaian football history. It is a seminal evening in Ghanaian history because we, as a country, do not have our heroes documenting their story for many, many reasons. Top of them include the fact that their failures are going to make them laughing stocks. Despite their blazing successes, their failures tend to be what will define them. We like amplifying negatives and suppressing positives. But this man here, especially in our meetings, when it came up for some of the controversial moments, and we asked him, Asa, do you want this in the book? Chonina! That's what he would say. Write everything. Because as you would see in the blurb, he says that he does not want your sympathy. He just wants his side of the story told, because it seems that for a long time, only one side of the story has been told. Congratulations on your book, Asamoah.
Thank you.
You just watched your documentary, or the documentary that was done for you, more accurately. How did you feel?
Before I speak, I would like to acknowledge my friends over there, those who are making noise.
It'd be like if you don't talk.
Yeah, I have to. If people don't know, when I played in Dubai, I lived in Dubai for 5 years. And I lived with them in the same house for 5 years. You know. So, yeah. So back to your question. I felt...
Hold on. You sure say you give them the fans finish?
I give them the fans. We will continue at home. So,
at home, okay. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, watching this, like a surprise to me. The team have done an incredible job. They did everything behind me. I didn't know who they interviewed. When I was watching, it got to a time I got emotional. You know, and I'm still very emotional right now, but yeah, at least people who know Asamoah don't really know the real Asamoah. You know, somebody see me as the outspoken type, you know, the more energetic type, but they don't know the emotional type. You know, so I felt very, very emotional, honestly, you know, watching myself all these years. Although I've been watching some videos about me, but, you know, the comments of great men of our land, you know, watching me through all these years, acknowledging what I've done, saying what they said about me, it made me very, very emotional.
On that tangent, if you look from the left, I want you to look from the left, all the way to the right, this way. Because of you, all these busy people, some of them billionaires, millionaires, dollar millionaires, CD millionaires, pound millionaires, euro millionaires, some control territories. Because of you, they are here. What do you have to say to them?
Yeah. Sometimes I see people on the street and then they tell me you are the most hated player in Ghanaian history. But they also tell me I'm the most loved.
You the same person?
Same person. So I always sit down and ask myself, why? That hated part, you know, sometimes I ask myself questions. And then I came to understand that it comes with the territory. I put myself into this position. When I started, nobody knew who Asamoah was. It got to a time they knew it. And with the support of my brother, who I always mention, you know, I'm very emotional right now, but he is the key. He's the one behind my success. You know, sometimes criticisms and everything comes, people blame him for him being a bad influence or something, but they don't know what he has done behind the scene. I'm the one who knows it. And this is what makes the book very, very interesting. You know, right now, your question is, I have to answer your question. I would like to thank everybody who devoted their time, all the dignitaries around, my friends, my fans, my critics. I'm sure everybody is here. And of course, the man of the land is on his way coming. And he has done a lot. The former president, John Dramani Mahama. There was one minister who I loved so much. He was a former sports minister. Mr. Mahama Ayariga. He was a friend before becoming a minister, and I acknowledge what he has done for me personally. And our former minister, Mr. Yiti Mensah, sports minister, he has done a lot. And then everybody who came here to support me. And I would like to thank everybody for the love shown to me tonight. You know. So next question.
Next question, he says. The next question. Now, after thanking everybody, I mean, we look at the book you've written. We have established that it is a trailblazer blazing document. Asa, if you didn't know, I put it to you that you have become, by this work, by this step, the first footballer in the great history of Ghana. Please give it up for him. It bears repeating. As President Akufo-Addo said in that documentary, the great and the good footballers that have been produced in this country reads like a who is who of whatever it is. But you, the baby jet, number 3, Ewule Monko. What did I leave?
Actually, let me come in right there. This Ewule Monko thing, I think it started from my senior captain, Stephen Appiah.
Oh, really?
Yep. We were in the camp one day, and so we have to pause here.
Let's pause. Sure. So, please be upstanding. Let's acknowledge the first man of the land, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Please keep the applause going. Please keep it going. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, shall we all remain standing as we observe the national anthem of the Republic of Ghana? The applause should be louder. It should be louder. And of course, we all do know that His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. So at this time, Your Excellency, may I crave your indulgence to continue the event? Shall we go ahead? Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would go ahead with the final part of the sit-down conversation with Gary R. Smith. Once again, let's do a big round of applause for the legend as he makes his way to take a seat to answer the...
So as they say, if Mr. Ato, you are more biblically inclined, they say Apollos watered, Is it Paul watered or Apollos watered and then something? Not. Hello,
Your Excellency, tomorrow morning we're going for communion across the wall, aren't we? Thank you very much. Gary, that's all we can say.
Anyway, Stephen Appiah originated it, you took it, and then Emmanuel Adebayo has continued the journey. Let's just wrap up really quickly so that it's been quite a while. Look, it's been a great evening for you, for your family, for everybody who loves you. And working with you on this book, I could see how sometimes conflicted, like you expressed about 10 minutes ago, about your place in the heart and minds of Ghanaians. But as somebody said recently, Jan, I want to assure you that it's all love. It really is all love. Thank you. Yeah, it really is all love. You know, the criticism, everything, I'm sure for most Ghanaians it comes from a good place. Seriously, it comes from a very good place. I think that probably, like you said in the book as well, and I'm giving you hints, this social media generation seem to amplify the negatives and they hide the positives. But look at the people who have stopped whatever they are doing to come here. You know, I want you to believe and to know that you are loved. Say, I am loved.
I know I am loved.
Right. Final round that I've been told to ask. After the book, what next for you, Asamoah?
After the book, we've got a lot of things behind the scene that can inspire the current generation.
Yeah.
You know, people look up to me, and I have a great team behind me. People who try to put me in the right direction. You know, so what I can say is, I don't know the future. I'm not God, but the future is bright. That is all I can say.
What would you say to the legends who are here, you know, who are also looking to document what they've done as taking a cue from what you've done as well? From your own experience, is it something that's very easy to do, something that's difficult to do? What advice would you tell them now, as among all the things you've done in your life, you are now an author and a publisher of a book?
All I will say is stay humble despite everything. No matter how you go, just stay humble. My legends right there know me personally.
Yeah.
You know, they know the kind of human I am. I called El Haj Diouf African Football of the Year, 2 times African Football of the Year. I went to my maestro himself, Abedi Pele, 3 times African Football of the Year. Adebayo, another Ballon d'Or, Footballer of the Year. Stephen Appiah. He has been my captain for all these years. You know, and they know the kind of human being I am. So when I invited them, they said, hey, we have to come support you. And not forgetting the first man of the land. I went to him personally, and he confirmed. Actually, if nobody knows, the man of the land fixed this date for the event.
Warmer applause, please.
When I went to him, I spoke to him about the book, and then he told me he had to be part of this great event, and that is what everybody is seeing. The beginning of the program, we were communicating with his team. The president was actually not in Accra. He had to, of course, the president has to travel to everywhere. He came late. He's tired right now. And then he said, no, I'm not going to sleep. I'm coming to the event. So, back to my legends. They know who I am. All I will say is, stay humble. That is all I can say. That is how I have to summarize everything. In life, just stay humble, and then the positives will follow.
Thank you so much, Asamoah Gyan. Please give it up for the man for whom we are here, Asamoah Gyan. Thank you very much.
Congratulations one more time. And thank you very much, Gary L. Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. And of course, what many of you do not know about the first gentleman of the land is that he has a rich history with football from his formative years. Let me throw back to a couple of years ago when he was looking forward to occupying this office of serving at the highest level for the people of Ghana. I went into his office and decided to do an interview on his sporting life. And boy, oh boy, I got an education and a big history lesson about the real Republicans and all of the players from yesteryear who formed it. So this man's first love is actually football. You want to put your hands together for that? So, Your Excellency, Excellencies here gathered, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to listen to the main message of goodwill which comes from His Excellency, and this will be delivered by the Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Honorable Alhaji Dr. Mohammed Awal.
A two, three, let's go.
Thank you, Mr. President, Madam Chief of Staff, Honorable Ministers, past and present, Honorable MPs, our Foreign Minister from Liberia, our legends, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, business leaders, ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, I want to thank you for this evening. It's important that we revere the dead, but it's even more important that we celebrate the living, those who contributed a lot to the development of this country. Mr. Asamoah Gyan, we adore you. We celebrate you. You've led your success in Ghana's history. The government would continue to offer necessary environment, conditions to make sports in this country very, very important. We remember your days from 2006, 2010 and beyond, your glorious goals that made you one of the best strikers in this country. I'm happy you've documented your history. I stand to be corrected. I don't remember any of our footballers or sportsmen writing a book about themselves. I want to encourage all of you. Please do it whilst I have the opportunity. Document your story. It's history. It will help us add to knowledge and history in this country. And I'm happy as Asamoah Gyan, we are going to entrepreneurship. Football will end. Going to entrepreneurship is the way to go. Most footballers by 35, 36 are out. Entrepreneurship is the way to go. Today we have baby jet airlines, baby jet production, etc., etc. It's very important. If young people like you, Asamoah Gyan, go into entrepreneurship, we are encouraging other people, the young people of this country, to go. 40%, all those who are about 60% of all those who are doing business in this country are people below the age of 40. In the last 15 years, 52% of all businesses are started by people who are below the age of 40 years. And it's very important for us. If you do that, you are going to encourage young people not only to write their memoirs, but to go into entrepreneurship. And government policy is to ensure that young people create jobs for themselves. There aren't jobs in the public sector. Create jobs. We want to help you to make sure that you succeed. Asamoah Gyan, we are conferred on you by the courtesy of Mr. President, the tourism ambassador for this country. For 2022 Qatar World Cup, we want you to be an ambassador. And my colleague, Asamoah Gyan, please come. Confer this on you. Use your experiences to promote Ghana. Ghana is not only the most beautiful country in Africa, it's the most attractive. Our sports legends help make Ghana the most valuable brand in Africa. Asamoah Gyan, we start with you to lead the chart and make Ghana a very successful brand. Mr. President launched the Beyond the Return project in 2019. That led to over 1 million people coming to Ghana. We followed up with Destination Ghana. So, Asamoah Gyan, help us get 2 million people coming to Ghana this year as tourists. This is it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of His Excellency President Akufo-Addo, I want to assure the sports fraternity that we will continue to provide the necessary infrastructure, the environment to make sports very successful. Please pray with us so that we don't only go beyond the first round, but we will win World Cup Qatar 2022. Hilton.
Yes, a man of great faith that we will win the World Cup 2022. It is a possibility. I expected you all to say an amen. Thank you very much. Please show some love to the Honorable Dr. Mohammed Awal. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are gradually approaching the high point of this celebration of excellence on and off the football pitch. A story as told all of us by the legendary Asamoah Gyan, the baby jet. At this time, we're getting ourselves ready symbolically with the celebration of different art forms to take us to that place where all of us will grin and say thank you to God for giving us a wonderful son of the land such as Asamoah Gyan. Ladies and gentlemen, please fix your eyes on this stage as we approach this high point.
Ago via. Yes, it's about Frank and Sound Hora. Or Tenacious Shapono, no name penny for to say Didi. O Kintin Cantan Fenton Frem. Or Fenton Frem Alpha Madas and Qua, and Quen Sutin Adasa. I didn't so to something Cotoye, a Bobby Hurry and me and him too, onyankropon a wanim ne wachi baabi a wugina mprimprin obi ni ho ena nwumre ye mayen sa so de kire wo a mayen tekirema ne emfa nkasem na mayen adwempa aye de bete ago fie here. I did not leave my manners at home, and so I was told, when you enter an elder's house, you greet. When you ask for permission and it is granted, you speak. I did not miss. And so I asked for permission, and then I spoke to God. Mi wi onyankopon ha, medunu yefuno kronkron a wawo de shepon. O my Ghana, obisi opemirika ko, nanso asase de oda baby a. In the beginning God created woman, God created mother. Asase, ama itia oso, she. Wodi ahyase wa wo yen, ye nante oso ne yen kwasa, wasan age yen. Nanso yefuno kronkron a wawo de shepon. Mami, owo me, bichia wo a, wo wanim tese a hemfopie mu ahwehwe. Ago fi ha, oba kwani wa ha, anka sempa na ba. Bema, minkai wo yawo, nanso ma me ye bofo. Mothers are guardian angels who watch over us better when they sit somewhere in the bosom of the Father, watching over their sons. When mothers pray for their sons, it works. Onipa bremu wu. Nanso onipa bremu wu, owu ba be ma yenkaye. It is beautiful to realize that here, on this golden mat where the Creator spread his mat, we have learned to celebrate our heroes while they yet live. And so, to every man who has lent a leg, all of you are wise. If it's a bad able to send one fabric one to or the Nyansa and two mu, until Mutumi to 2 9, it will be a fana henina, at the Atuna, at 2 Asemu, Emo, my Ghana, and Niji, and a Pimia Bodemamo. All the legends in this place, I salute you. But you see, the cock that crows to wake up the whole neighborhood belongs to one household. Until you pim Unyankopon, near Pim Nana, Mikoni Nifaswa, me de Pim Berma, a sea jinafa, a from intiminim, a conechia, a friend of Umintiminima on your patapa. Kofi de Huye, and Koye Babone, Nansu Kofi, our wapa, Kofi swabapa, me ne swabam for swama yina. A bro body Janet Quine was me Baba Jifako. Jifako sumumai. Maminchiro anopabusiu. Maminchiro nyanse pudu. Mamima osika kuku fanse fufu sunka. Maminchiro adia jujua kumenyina. Ebrinswa yedifa nyansa. Impenisi adwendwen da sumim. Hwe adwendwen